We have a report from CBS News correspondent Ned Potter.
It's just a rusty tank recently built to hold soybean oil. But for the last few nights, hundreds of people have been gathering here in Fostoria, Ohio, to look at it. Many of them believing that on the side of the tank, they can see a vague image of Jesus Christ.
It's getting clearer. It's getting clearer.
It shows up after dark, and you can see it.
It's real. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. You have to see it.
Of course, for every believer, there are plenty of skeptics. They say the image is probably caused by the rust, the sodium vapor lamps, and by people's minds.
I just think it was just an accident.
I would say the reason people see Christ is that most believers in our Lord realize or think that we are in the last days already, and that Christ is going to come again.
For the company that owns the tank, the mystical hubbub has created a practical problem. The night shift has trouble getting to work because of the crowds. But nobody wants to be the bad guy in this. Even the local ice cream man, Mark Jacobs, wants to be a part of it.
I thought, well, they're going to be hungry sitting out here all this time waiting, so I'm waiting too. And hopes to sell ice cream and see Jesus.
I kind of felt that it was something reminding us that there is a superior being.
Some clerics say the issue here is simply one of faith. It's not whether there's really an image of Jesus there. It's whether people believe in it and take comfort. Ned Potter, CBS News, Fostoria, Ohio.
Hallelujah, brother.
No, haven't seen a thing.
And then on the third, where his feet are, and the bunch of clouds.
Oops, sorry. That's okay.
It's a truck van that we're standing on. Where's Jeremy? Right here by me. Do you see Jesus?
By sundown, thousands of God-fearers and thrill-seekers were descending on this soybean oil tank. Marshall and Janet Priddy are believers.
I think it could be a message from him, myself.
That everybody should stop and take a look at their lives.
The traffic is backed up for miles along this highway. For the town of Fostoria, residents say it's the event of the decade. But while some believe this is the second coming of Christ, Randy Powers isn't so sure.
Not on something like this. I just don't believe it. I don't believe too many other people does neither.
Whether or not this has any religious meaning, it means a lot to ice cream man Mark Jacobs.
I thought, well, they're going to be hungry sitting out here all this time waiting, so I'm waiting too. And hopes to sell ice cream and see Jesus.
We're back live now, and you be the judge. Is it the image of Christ, or is it absolutely nothing? Well, you should know all of this started. The first sighting came about a month ago as workmen were repairing the side of that tank. And I guess they were priming it up, scraping some of the paint off, and that's when the first sighting was. Now, Fostoria's police chief is getting kind of sick and tired of all this. He's asking the company to turn the lights off as soon as possible. I'm Evan Rosen, live in Fostoria. Back to you, Jill.
Evan, I must say, from our vantage point here, looking via videotape live, it's very difficult to see anything but just a rusty tank. Can you see that better where you are? Can you actually make out something?
Well, you can see a little bit of an image. One of the bystanders here said you'll never be able to take a photograph of it because you can't take a picture of God.
Okay, I guess we're back into that conversation again. Oh, all right, thank you very much, Evan.
Christ on this soybean storage tank. We've got the latest.
I went there last night to see the side of a storage tank that some believe carries an image of Christ.
At night on the side of a grain storage tank. And when night falls, the crowds line up. People from all walks of life trying to make out whether they actually see it or imagine it.
I see a little bit of an image, yeah.
Of what?
I see what of a person. Now, as far as the walking on water is concerned, I can't see what he's walking on.
Eric and Tammy Majors, like many others, differ on what exactly they see. How about you? What do you see up there?
Nothing.
Still others, like Marion Schreiner, can see it.
You can see it as plain as daylight.
All this attention on Fostoria is creating some problems for law enforcement here. As the word spreads, the crowds grow larger, and now police are threatening to ticket any cars that are parked illegally. But threats aren't sending the people or the media away. The grain company explains the vision is merely a mixture of the glare from yellow lights, night shadows, and steam from the plant, and that when the new tank is painted, the image will disappear. Not for Molly Farmer, it's something she'll always remember.
It's like Christ is there with his arms are down at his side, and down at his right arm is a child.
Does it mean anything special to you?
It's just saying that he's there and he loves everybody.
Now, some aren't quite as believing as Molly. I myself needed a closer look. So did Doug Mick. He's here all the way from Newark, Ohio. This is his second trip out to the bin.
It's making me believe a lot. So I don't know what to say.
Whether it's there or it isn't doesn't really seem to matter. It's just a question of seeing it for yourself.
It could be Jesus Christ with the child, yeah. I can't doubt it, you know. It's something we never seen before in my lifetime. It won't be here tomorrow. They're going to paint it. But I hope it comes through the paint.
In Fostoria, Bonnie Keller, TV5 Eyewitness News.
Now, if you're wondering why did the image just appear, well, the storage tank was just painted by workers. The company hopes to finish the job today. Tonight, they may leave the lights off to discourage the crowd.
A lot of attention these days. That's because local townspeople say a 15-foot image of Jesus Christ with a child has been seen on the side of the tank. Hundreds of people have flocked to see it since the reports of the sightings were made. Many of those who have seen the image, which is visible most often at night, are convinced it is a miracle.
It shows up after dark, and you can see it. You can look at it at all angles. It's not a shadow.
I kind of felt that it was something reminding us that there is a superior being.
Well, myself, I think it's just coincidental.
A spokesman for the company that owns the tank says the image is simply a combination of rust.
The storage bin is that of Jesus Christ. Those who have viewed it are calling it a miracle. Fostoria police are calling it a headache. 13's Winston Brown went back to Fostoria tonight, and he has this update report.
Traffic was backed up for miles, and the sightseers came in all ages and sizes to get a look at the image of Jesus Christ and a child, which was more visible by the human eye than with a video camera. And this was by far the most visitors the city of Fostoria has seen since the image appeared 2 weeks ago on the storage tank owned by Archer Daniels Midland Coal Company. And this has caused some problems for the Fostoria police.
According to a company official, the Christ-like image that's appearing on the storage tank is being caused by a rust stain and new sodium vapor lights. But for some of the folks who come from across the state to see the image, they're not sure about that.
I don't know. I believe it. Sure do. I don't know. Something just went through me last night. I don't know what it was, but I believe it.